Warning, the following video will contain potential spoilers for the Flash episode Fast Enough. So if you don't want anything ruined for you for any major storylines, please stop watching now. For everybody else that's right here, hey guys, Dave here. And I was thinking about something for a while now. This was one of the optional videos I was thinking about making a while back, but I had people vote if they wanted me to do the video about my thoughts on Eddie Thawne and Eobard Thawne and Cobalt Blue, or about the possibility of Firestorm maybe helping out a Reverse-Flash. Turns out now that got voted for, but it also didn't really happen. Hey, I tried. You've got to at least try to have the guts to try and put something different out. Okay, I was wrong about certain things. Other things, like the theory about Cisco becoming metahuman, looks like I was actually right about. So it's all about discussion. It's all about having fun. So let's keep going. All right. The way things are going right now, it looks like, yeah, Eddie shot himself to take out Eobard Thawne because he's his descendant, and in doing so, a wormhole seemed to open up and swallow Eddie. He was also wearing apparently a ring around his neck, and people were wondering, could that be a talisman? Now, in the comics, there is a character that's very similar to Eddie. His name is Malcolm Thawne. It turns out that he's actually Barry's long-lost twin brother, separated at birth. You see, in the comics, the Thawne family have had a long rivalry with the Allens. Apparently, the same night Barry was going to be born, Nora Allen was giving birth to twins. But the Thawne baby accidentally died. To try to cover it up, the doctor took one of the Allen babies, said that that was the baby for the Thawnes, and told Nora that one of the twins died in childbirth. And later on, Malcolm would grow up in the Thawne family and finding out that the Thawnes have a special power they could access, a blue flame that allowed them to steal things from others to fuel their own desires. It's powered by passion. Since he wasn't a blood-born member, he couldn't do this. He needed a talisman given to him by his grandma. Now, a lot of people were wondering, since this is Eddie Thawne in the show, and he is the he's the ancestor rather of the Reverse-Flash, just the same way that Malcolm is in the comics, a lot of people were saying that Eddie may actually be Malcolm. Now, Cobalt Blue is this character that ends up getting this power, and using this blue flame energy is able to actually steal from other things, including the Flash's speed and stuff, to create power constructs, wings, allowing for healing and things like that. I started thinking about something very interesting about Cobalt Blue and the Thawne family. See, it looks like I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie does come back and either he has a metagene that activates or whatever the thing is on him becomes a talisman that turns him into Cobalt Blue. After all, there's a cobalt element that was part of the time sphere that got destroyed, and it got sucked up into that thing too. So I wouldn't be surprised if it merges with him somehow. But also, originally in the comics, Eobard Thawne, Malcolm's descendant, became obsessed with the Flash, ended up getting a hold of the Flash's costume and just extracting it to gain super speed himself. But eventually he became obsessed, cracked, and became the greatest villain of them. And he was tapping into the same thing, the Speed Force. Later in the comics, it would be defined that he would actually expand his power to create something called the Negative Speed Force. He was doing other things where he could actually break through the time barrier. He can actually age himself up to, or make himself younger so he can hide better in crowds. He's able to displace things in time that normally the Speed Force couldn't allow. So I got to wondering, what is the connection? Well, my guess is that somehow Eobard may actually not just be tapping into the Speed Force, but since he's a Thawne, that somewhere in his bloodline or whatever may have actually tapped into the fact that the blue flame that Cobalt Blue taps. What if his power and the Negative Speed Force is actually a combination of the regular Speed Force and the ability of the blue flame to tap into energy and to convert it into something else? It's fueled by passion, which would make it something similar to something in the emotional spectrum. The closest thing I could think of would be avarice, orange, the power of greed. Now I know it's a blue flame, so what's going on there? Well, as far as for primary colors and secondary colors that blend well, blue and orange tend to go rather well. So is it possible that, well, when the Reverse-Flash is channeling his rage, his anger, and to get the rush, and his eyes go red, what if it's not so much red, but what if it's orange, but we're just seeing it go to red as a shift from the Doppler effect? What if the power they're tapping into in a weird way is like the emotional spectrum? What if it's a combination of it? Like I said, just some thoughts. What do you guys think? Please like, comment, subscribe, share, talk to me. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Dave. Take care, guys. Peace. Yum yum.